Okay, numerical exercise on correlation. So what is correlation? Correlation, it is a statistical measure which is used to find out the degree and direction of relationship between two or more variables. For example, there are two variables, plant height and weight in case of human body. So with the increase in height, what will happen with weight? So is there any relationship between these two variables? This is the correlation, and it is represented by R. If there are two variable x and y, then correlation is represented by Rxy. A positive value of correlation show that the changes of two variables are in same direction. Means high value of one variable are associated with high value of other and vice versa. For example, if height increases, weight will also increase. This is same direction. And for example, if nitrogen content decreases, protein will also decrease. This is same direction. And when R is negative, it means the movements are in opposite direction. High values of one variable are associated with low values of other. For example, in case of our plant breeding, number of pods, number of seeds per pod, and weight of seed. There is opposite direction. If there is more number in pod, more number of seeds in a pod, the weight of seed is minimum or is in diminishing way. So this is opposite. Properties of correlation. It is independent of unit of measurement. Here we are dealing with height and weight. Height is measured in centimeter, weight is measured in gram or kilogram. And the unit of both the variables are different, but the unit of correlation is independent. It is of unit less. Its value lies between -1 and +1. And it measures the degree and direction of association between two or more variables. Here we will discuss only about two variables. Correlation in plant breeding. We know that in case of agriculture and plant science, several characters are mutually related with each other. For example, number of seeds per pod, number of pods per plant, these are related to seed yield per plant. So by knowing correlation, it can help in selection, and which can be best for genetic improvement in yield. Types of correlation. While studying variances, you have studied that there are three types of variances: genotypic variances, phenotypic variances, environmental or error variances. Similarly, following that analogy, there are three types of correlation from plant breeding point of view, that is phenotypic correlation, genotypic correlation, and environmental correlation. Broadly, correlations are divided into three categories, that is simple correlation, partial correlation, and multiple correlation. But today we will discuss a numerical example which is based on simple correlation, and in which two characters are taken into consideration. So phenotypic correlation, the association between two variables which can be directly observed is termed as phenotypic correlation. And we know that phenotype includes genotype and environment. So this correlation also includes both genotypic and environmental effects, and therefore it differs under different environmental conditions. Genotypic correlation this is the heritable association of between two variables, and this type of correlation, it is more useful for a plant breeder because it is more stable, and it is due to pleiotropic action of genes or linkage. The main genetic cause of such correlation is pleiotropy. You know what is pleiotropy? Environmental correlation. This type of correlation is entirely due to environmental effects. In other words, this is due to error variance, and this is non-heritable and non-stable. Now, computation of simple correlation. How we will determine correlation? Correlation can be estimated from both unreplicated data and replicated data. But from plant breeding point of view, the three types of correlations, that is phenotypic correlation, genotypic correlation, and environmental correlation, these can be estimated from replicated data only. One question arises, how many simple correlations are possible between different characters? This can be derived by using a formula n-1 divided by 2. Here n is the number of variables or characters. For example, there are 4 characters. It means there may be 4 into 3 divided by 2, that is 6 correlation may be obtained for 4 characters. Correlations from unreplicated data. I think you have studied this in your basic statistics course. The general formula is before you in this slide. Basically, correlation is equal to covariance between x and y divided by standard deviation x into standard deviation y. The formula in the bottom you may see. This is the basic formula, and we will use this formula in our numerical exercise. Correlation from replicated data. What we will do in the replication data? First of all, we will do analysis of variance for all the characters included in the study. For example, if we consider 2 characters here, number of years per plant and year length, we will do separate analysis of variance for both these characters. After that, we will do analysis of covariance, that is ANCOVA. First, we will do ANOVA, and then we will do ANCOVA. And after that, by using certain formula, we estimate correlation. The correlation from replicated data, we use this formula RXY, mean sum of product between treatment divided by mean sum of treatment X and mean square treatment X and mean square treatment Y. How this can be achieved, we will do in our numerical exercise. After that, after determining correlation coefficients, we do the test of significance. You have heard many types of tables in statistics, that is F table, T table, chi-square table. Similarly, there is also a R table. There is a book, I think Fisher and Yates. In this book, there are several types of tables, And in this book, there is a table for correlation also. This correlation is tested at n minus 2 degree of freedom. This is one way. The another way is we determine t value for each correlation. And by using this t value, this is calculated t value, we compare this t value with a tabulated value at desired level of significance. Generally, we do it at 1% or 5% level and at n minus 2 degree of freedom. You will better understand while doing numerical. For 3 types of correlations, we require corresponding variances and covariances. And using variances and covariances, we may determine phenotypic correlation, genotypic correlation, environmental correlation. For this purpose, first of all, we will determine the covariances. For phenotypic, we will determine phenotypic covariance. Similarly, genotypic covariance, environmental covariance, and the variances for both the characters. Now come to our numerical exercise. This is an exercise or data before you. An experiment was conducted in RBD to study the comparative performance of 8 varieties of barley, each with 4 replications. The data of average years per plant and length of year of respective varieties are given below. You may see in this table that there are 2 characters, number of years per plant and year length. And there are 8 varieties of barley and 4 replications. These are the data. Totals of each variety for each character also mentioned here. Totals of each replication is also mentioned here. Now, what is asked in this exercise? Carry out analysis of covariance. Find out genotypic, environmental, and phenotypic correlation coefficients and test the significance of correlation. And here you have already given tabulated value at 6 degree of freedom, because test of significance is done at n minus 2 degree of freedom. Here n means number of varieties, here 8, so n minus 2 is equal to 6. So this tabulated value is at 6 degree of freedom at 5% level of significance, and this is 2.447. What we'll do for this? First of all, we will note number of replications. Here r is equal to 4, not 3. I think there is some mistake. Replication is 4 and number of varieties 8. So total observation in one character is 32, not 24. Then we will determine total of each replication in both the characters. This has already been mentioned in the tables. Total of each row related to varieties in both the characters. This has also already been given. Now determine grand total of both the characters. You know very well. We may symbolize this as GTX and GTY. Now mean of each variety in both the tables. Grand mean of both characters. Correction factor for both characters. Total sum of square. Variety sum of square, replication sum of square, error sum of square. All these are those you have already studied while doing the exercise of RBD ANOVA, and we will prepare. In previous class, you did analysis of variance for one character. Here there are 2 characters, so we will separately do the analysis of variance for both the characters. And next is test of significance, how we test using F test. So this is generally for ANOVA. Next, determination of variances and standard deviations for both the characters separately. How? For character X, there will be three types of variances: sigma square P, sigma square G, sigma square E for character X, and similarly for character Y. And by taking under root of these, we may determine standard deviation, as mentioned in blue font. And after that, we will do analysis of covariance, which is known as ANCOVA. So what we'll do in ANCOVA, the procedures is just similar to ANOVA. The basic steps are the same. Correction factor. Here in ANOVA, what we have done, we just square the grand total. Here we have two sets. So we will multiply these GTX into GTY divided by N. So this is correction factor. Next, we will determine, in ANOVA, we determined sum of squares. Here we will determine sum of product. In ANOVA, we determine sum of square of replication. Here we will determine sum of product of concerned replication total. Similarly, sum of product for genotypes, considering both the tables. And after that, we will determine sum of products. The basic step are there. We will subtract the correction factor. You may see. And in this way, we will, just like ANOVA, we will prepare an ANCOVA table: source, degree of freedom, sum of product, mean sum of product, and F calculated. The basic pattern is same. Determination of covariances. The values in MSP column. For replication, this is mean sum of product for replication. For genotype, MSPG. For error, MSPE. How these are determined? Genotypic covariance is determined by using this formula: MSPG minus MSPE divided by R. In case of ANOVA, what we use here? MSG minus MSE. In that case, we use mean squares. And here in this case, we will use mean sum of product. This is the only difference. And error covariance, MSPE. This is this in blue color. And phenotypic covariance, just by adding genotypic covariance and error covariance, we may determine phenotypic covariance. And this is the symbol: sigma G1 G2, sigma E1 E2 for error, sigma P1 P2. Now come to our numerical exercise. Number of first character is number of years per plant. Second, year length in centimeter. The data are the same. You have already seen in previous slide. So first of all, we will determine correction factor. Here, this is the total 1360. This is the grand total of first character X, and this is 637.2. This is the grand total of character Y. So correction factor, multiply these two and divided by N. I have forgotten to write N, but I think the value is correct. So this is correction factor. And now we will determine sum of products of all the values in table except total. You may see all the values R1, R2, R3, R4. There are 32 values, and 32 values are for character second. What we will do? We will multiply the concerned replication value of one character with the concerned replication value of second character. For example, this is in first table, R1 50.2, this will be multiplied by second character R1 20.5. I have tried to mention here in different colors. So you just multiply the concerned value of replication wise, and this will be the sum of product, and this is we got like this. Similarly, for replication, concerned replication are multiplied, concerned replication total. For example, 352.4, this is for replication 1 in case of X, and this is 157.4, this is in case of character Y. Multiply this. Similarly, multiply next, multiply third replication, multiply the total of fourth replication with fourth of second character. In this way, we may determine sum of product of replication. Similarly, now sum of product of value of genotypes. You may see the total of first character 167.6, and in second character this is 81.2. Multiply these two figures. Similarly, for all these 8 varieties, and we will get the sum of product of these. Now we will determine sum of product, that is the sum of product. Now this is the actual formula. We will subtract the correction factor from these values. These 27087.80 we have already determined. From this we subtract this correction factor, and this is 2.82. Similarly, for sum of product for replication, and we know that replication sum of product divided by G, because these replications are based on 8 varieties. You may correlate or keep in your mind the ANOVA. In case of replication, we divide the corresponding figure by number of genotypes and divide, subtract correction factor. Similarly, for genotype, the concerned sum of product, these are based on 4 replications, so we will divide by 4 and subtract correction factor. This is like this. What is sum of product error? We will subtract this sum of product replication and genotype from total. The same procedure as for ANOVA. Only difference is in ANOVA we do the squares, and in case of ANCOVA we do the product. This is ANCOVA table. What you have determined, you simply just put in this table. Degree of freedom replication 4, so 3, genotype 8, degree of freedom 7, error multiply this 7 by 3, 21, total values were 32. Here you don't get confused that 32 for one character and 32 for second character. No, this is a combination of 2 characters. There are 8 varieties and 3 replication, 4 replications. So total 32 and degree of freedom 31. And in next column we put the sum of product we have already determined, and this is mean sum of product. This is SP divided by degree of freedom. In case of ANOVA, what we have done, this is MSS, that is SS divided by DF in case of ANOVA. But here in case of MSP ANCOVA table, this sum of product is divided by degree of freedom. We got these values. And next, the F calculated, you already know. My time is running out, but I will give the second command. So don't leave the meeting. You will again join after end of the meeting. Still we have 10 minutes. So this is ANCOVA table. Determination of covariances. How we will determine covariances? In previous table, you determined mean sum of product, and these are the values. And here we will determine three types of covariances. For genotypic covariances, we will use this formula, MSPG minus MSPE divided by R. You have all the value with you. This is MSPG, this 0.47, see above. And MSPE, this is 0.15 and divided by 4, this is 0.08. This is genotypic covariance. Now error covariance, similarly error variance, this is error covariance, 0.15. And phenotypic covariance, just add genotypic covariance and phenotypic covariance. In case of ANOVA, you determined heritability. What is heritability? Genotypic variance divided by phenotypic variance. In case of ANCOVA, we may determine coheritability. That is genotypic covariance divided by phenotypic covariance. You have both the values with you, and in this way we got coheritability as 34.33%. This is ANCOVA. Now we have two characters. Remember your formula of correlation. Correlation XY is equal to covariance XY divided by standard deviation X into standard deviation Y. So we will need variance or standard deviation of individual character, and this can be achieved by doing analysis of variance for both the characters. I didn't repeat here the whole ANOVA because you know. So I simply just put here calculated ANOVA for character X, that is number of years per plant. This is the ANOVA for this character, and this is the ANOVA for character Y, that is year length. From these ANOVA, we may determine variances. How? You already know. For trait X, we may determine genotypic variance. You know the formula, that MSG minus MSE divided by R. This is genotypic variance. For character, these are the variances, genotypic, error, and phenotypic variances. Similarly, for character, by taking under root of these, we may get standard deviation. This is for character X. And similarly, we may determine the variances and standard deviation for character Y also. Now, correlation coefficients. This is our basic formula. There will be three types of correlation coefficients. Genotypic correlation, we know that genotypic covariance divided by genotypic standard deviation into genotypic standard deviation for character Y. We have all the values with us, and in this way the genotypic correlation is 0.03. Similarly, phenotypic correlation, basic formula remains the same. Phenotypic covariance divided by phenotypic standard deviation for X and phenotypic standard deviation for Y. You have all the values with you, and this is 0.05. Similarly, for environmental correlation, environmental covariance divided by standard deviation for X and standard deviation for Y related to environment. And in this way, by putting all the values, we get the value 0.09. So these are the coefficients. Now, test of significance. Here we will use t-test. For all these three correlation coefficients, we will determine calculated t-value. The formula of calculated t-value is R divided by standard error. And this is the formula of standard error, that is under root 1 minus R square divided by n minus 2. First of all, we will determine standard error, and then concerned correlation coefficient is divided by this standard error. This will be our calculated T value. And here I have calculated T value by using this formula. For genotypic correlation, the calculated T is 0.0736. For environment, this is 0.2223. For phenotypic, this is 0.1228. These calculated values of correlation coefficients are compared with a tabulated value of T. For example, the tabulated value at 5% level and n minus 2 degree of freedom, that is 6 degree of freedom, this is 2.447. These values are compared. When calculated T value is less than tabulated value, there is non-significant difference. This is a general statement in statistics. Here we can see that these three T values, calculated values, are less than this tabulated value. Hence, all the correlation coefficients are non-significant. This is the interpretation. This is for that. And that exercise, if we do manually, it will be very lengthy. But for understanding point of view, it will be better to understand to do manually. For examination point of view, you may given in a short way this question. For example, experiment was conducted in RBD, replicated thrice, not replicated, 4 replications to study the comparative performance of 8 varieties. Data were recorded on number of capsules per plant and grain yield per plant. The mean you have given for X and for Y, and you have given ANOVA and ANCOVA for both these two traits. This is ANOVA for this character, and this is ANOVA for Y character, and this is ANCOVA, already given. Find out genotypic, environmental, and phenotypic correlation coefficients and test the significance and give the interpretation. Here we will note some point, number of replication, number of genotypes, at mean, etc. And we will use formula of variances and covariances. You have already seen in this previous slides. And by using, we will determine the variances for character X, all three types: genotypic variance, environmental variance, phenotypic variance, and these are the values. Similarly, for character Y, these are the variances and these are the standard deviation, and these are the covariances. How covariances are determined, you have studied in earlier example. So this is the short numerical. Genotypic correlation, the same formula, genotypic covariance divided by concerned standard deviation of both the characters. And in this way, we got RG 0.82, RE 0.90, RP 0.84. Here one point I would like to say that, like phenotypic variance, we add genotypic variance and environmental variance. Here, this is not done so. Here you will not add the genotypic correlation and environmental correlation. These are calculated separately. Similarly, T value is determined for every type of correlation. For genotypic correlation, this is the T value. For rest of these are the T value.